Nick Leyva, the skipper of Philadelphia, out between innings. That's live. Tom Hagen, the home plate umpire. He came out late here. He is upset about a call on Tommy Herr earlier in the game, a called third strike in the 7th inning that disrupted a potential inning. He's just looking to get tossed out. I think he wants to take one here to try and fire the Phillies up for the next outing.
6-3 Reds. The Phillies have a run across in the frame with 1 on and 2 down. Dominic Brown rips one into right center off of Simon. Marlon Byrd is going to try to score from first base. Billy Hamilton gets it into Brandon Phillips, and the relay throw home is in time as Devin Mesoraco applies the tag. That ends the frame. But hold on a second. The umpires want to take another look. They initiate a crew chief review to make sure that Mesoraco was legally blocking home plate. And they deem that Mesoraco was legal in his positioning. The call is confirmed. Byrd is out, and the inning comes to an end. That sets off Philly skipper Ryne Sandberg. He comes out to argue after the review and is immediately thrown out of the game.
Guy that relied on his control as Castro was hit by a pitch. And Roberto Hernandez has just been thrown out of this ball game. Starlin Castro had a 2-run home run his last time up, and Roberto Hernandez without warning. And the umpires do have the right to do this without warning. Home run if he Cadillacs it at all, or if he poses. And Sandberg's now been ejected from this game. But without warning, he throws him out of the ball game. Normally you'll see a warning on both sides.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that before in my life. Talked about it pregame about staying out of the middle of the plate with the Nationals, and then Doan hits a 3-run home run to give him a 5-0 lead.
Well, now Guccione throws A.J. Burnett out of this ball game. He said something about that last pitch. Carlos Ruiz comes running out. Guccione ran from behind home plate out to A.J. Burnett and threw him out of the game. It's the second thing that A.J. has said. And Guccione now is chatting with Ryne Sandberg, and that's getting heated. And Sandberg's probably going to get thrown out of this ball game as well. And Sandberg is thrown out of this game. Don't forget, the Phillies lost Cliff Lee early in the first game of this series, and that pressed the bullpen. Check swing. Did he go? Boy, Rhino is not happy. He's just been ejected from this ball game. That's partly because of what happened to Ruff. And he's going to try to get his money's worth here. He just said that was the same swing as Darren Ruff's.
That's the pitch. That's the pitch we were talking about.
It didn't appear that he swung, and now,
well, the bat went forward.
There was some chirping coming out of the Phillies dugout.
That's a swing. The whole bat went forward. It's got to be a swing.
Now, conversation. First base umpire Will Little telling Pete Mackanin, don't come out here. And he tossed him out of the game because Pete did come out there.
Pete just got run.
I think he got run because they warned him. They warned both benches. Man, this is the hottest I think we've ever seen Pete Mackanin. What were we just mentioning the other day? There's just never any arguing anymore.
I think he went out to ask, and apparently he didn't get the answer he wanted.
I don't think he did. Ball got his hands, and they say he swung at it.
Oh.
He just said, I didn't swing.
I don't know about that.
We can't even review it, you know, because they said he swung. You can review it if it's a hit by pitch, but you can't review it
With a check swing.
on a check swing. And that's the first time that Gabe Kapler has been thrown out of a ball game.
Oh, here's Scott Kingery.
And that one up and in, and Kingery gets drilled. Joe West has just worn both benches. There is history between these teams.
Yes.
And after Font gave up back-to-back home runs, he comes much too up and much too in to Kingery. And Gabe Kapler is now upset.
Joe West, who points a finger at Gabe and says, don't come out. And now he's been ejected. Kapler's been ejected by Joe West.
He hated the fact that West gave out the warning before his team had a chance to retaliate.
Yes.
Then Freeze as that one go over his back, and now Neris is thrown out of the game. A fastball that time that went over the back of David Freeze, who wasn't pleased about it, as you would imagine.
No, I don't blame him.
Yep. He just said, I have to make that decision. And Gabe is thrown out. 95-mile-an-hour fastball that hit Freeze. Thought it went over his back, but it hit him. Strike 3 call.
You're right again, John.
A little off the plate. 5 strikeouts for Porcello.
You're done. You're done. Yeah, you are.
Somebody's thrown out of this ball game. I don't know if it was Harper, if it was Gabe. I think it was Harper. Jerry Mills, the crew chief, is coming down. Maybe it was Gabe because he hasn't been thrown out of the game yet.
I think they got both of them.
You think they got both of them?
I think they got both of them. I know one of them. I think that was the circle, like everyone here didn't come to see you type of deal.